Ahí vienen, niños. Lo que me trae aquí es un asunto muy delicado.
¿Muy delicado, maestro?
¡Sí!
¿Es muy delicado?
¡Muy delicado!
Ah, si es delicado, trátelo con agapito.
Welcome, humans, and I promise this is the last time I'm talking about this, but I think I'm just in love with El Guapo. The plot, characters, premise, just everything about this I just love, and I have to come clean. I think it's because it just speaks to me more than just it's a show. It's heritage. It's Mexican, a mix of both with English. It's got wrestling, a mask, which I didn't grow up too deep with that, but even in my childhood, I actually grew up watching a lot of cartoons, and obviously one of them was Mucha Lucha, which made by two white guys, but god dang, it was a fantastic show, and I loved watching it, and it was fun with the flea and everybody. It was a great show. If you haven't seen Mucha Lucha, highly recommend it. And just in the other side of the cable network, if you will, we had El Tigre, which again also made by Georgie. Yeah, so even growing up, Spanish kind of hit me differently. I love seeing the representation. I love seeing the shows do the Spanglish thing, and I get these jokes because not everything translates one to one. So I love that there was this little different experience for me. It was just nice, and it was something that, of course, it's different for everybody because if you watch a show that's inherently, Chinese or Japanese, Indian, you name it, like there's just certain aspects that just hits differently with you. You're like, oh yeah, I get that. Yeah. This is XYZ if you have to explain to a friend. These moments just hit. And I know it comes down to tribalism. It's just we feel this comfort with this. And the thing that grabbed me was just hearing the music, you know, the Zacatecas, the wrestling ring, back to the old Mexicans, how we love our wrestlers. And even to this day, I still see it on the TV, seeing the wrestling mask and everything. Although, again, I wasn't too into it, but what I was into it was shows like El Chavo and Chespirito. That is OG right there. But I think the one that a lot of people might know of is El Chapulín Colorado. Like, that's also OG right there, man. I grew up watching those. And then there was another show where what was it? Was this Los Caquitos? And there was another show. I think it was not the El Chavo cartoon, but there was another one where they were in school and it's like all the gangs all derping around and they're just menaces to the teacher. But regardless, that was me growing up. Like, and it was fun. And now to see this familiar sense of seeing El Guapo in the modern day, by the way. And I'm not talking about rewatching the old cartoons or rewatching the animated versions of El Chapulín or El Chavo. I mean, like right now, El Guapo just gives you that feeling of home. Although, granted, it is adult. There's violence, there's drugs, there's sex, you name it. It's got all of that happening, but the magic is still there. And I'm older now, obviously, but it's still there. And again, even showing it to my family, the music was straight up my dad's old cassette collection in some of them. So yeah, it just takes me back to this, and it's really weird to have this experience because I love animations. I love things that grab me and relate to and just having those moments. But when you have a show that out of the blue, which it is out of the blue because you just don't expect to have this entire jive with this where you can just basically enjoy everything about this and you know it. Like you inherently know this. Like, yes, I know Mexicans can be violent. There's drugs. There's big booty Latinas, the meme. But at the same time, we have a heart of gold. We take care of each other. We love to take care of the children. Church is a big deal. I used to go to church. The Bible is a very important, whether you believe it or not. You do have to respect it. All these things come into play in the show. Even the brotherly respect and love. Like it's weird. It just transcends it being a show for me, and it crosses over more where this is if you're Mexican Or maybe you just really love the culture and you just enjoyed it. Badass. I'm glad that you were able to enjoy this as much as me. But it just has something more for me. It has that extra there. And it's rare. It's so rare. And I really hope this gets some more love and we get a full thing going on because the last time I felt this was when I was just a kid. Again, seeing El Chavo, seeing the shows that come up that they're all grainy now because they're so old, but I grew up watching those with the antenna. We're talking antenna TV, which some kids don't even know what that means. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I promise you, you humans watching don't even know what chespirito is or el chapulín. Let me know down below if you know these shows or if you know the cartoons or the modern takes. I think they redid a lot of them, and even Betty La Fea got redone a few times. Like we're talking OG stuff here, but point is the reason why this has just been stuck to me is I think I just love how it just hits back home to me. The music that he chose still echoes in my head while my dad's making barbecue. And that's it's like a family tradition. Every week or two, my dad makes some barbecue. We go to the back, we get some good old meats and fajita and tripa sometimes, which is very rare. And we just get hot dogs and whatever we want, chicken. I help make some ribs and we just cook. We're just out there. It really took me back to see and hear this in a show. So again, this show means quite a lot to me. I'm very surprised that again it was able to, for me, transcend this derpy little show of wrestling and luchadores to kind of, I know, asterisk, an adult version of my childhood, but it did it in such a way where it feels like home. Even though my home isn't riddled with cocaine, drugs, and vampire drug lords, that's not that at all. But you get what I mean. It's really awesome. I think this is pretty important to show that you can have a current show tailored to a certain culture or heritage, etc., and have it speak way more to those people who are from it, and also tell a story that everybody can enjoy. Maybe I'm talking out of my slime exhaust port, but it means quite a lot. So one last time, great work. I love this. I'm surprised it's come to mean quite a lot, and I hope to see more of this. Great job again, everybody part of this. I love the VAs behind it as well. I was surprised how many amazing people were there. Let's see what happens. Take care, humans. Thank you for hearing my ramble. This was a bit of a flushing my thoughts out because this show really grew on me. It really did. We'll be back to our regular programming very soon. I've also been having a lot of ups and downs IRL, but the new year can't stop or slow down, so keep an eye out for the uploads. I'll see you humans. Have a good evening. Stay warm because the cold is coming and going. And yeah, let me know if you know any of those OG shows and cartoons. And I'll catch you guys then. Take care.
Un elefante se columpiaba sobre la tela de una araña. Como veía que resistía, fue a llamar más elefantes. 3 elefantes se columpiaban sobre la tela de una araña. Como veían que resistía, fueron a llamar más elefantes. 5 elefantes se columpiaban sobre la tela de una araña. Como veían que resistía, fueron a llamar más elefantes. 8 elefantes se columpiaban sobre la tela de una araña. Como veían que resistía, fueron a llamar más elefantes. 2 elefantes se columpiaban sobre la tela de una araña. Como veían.
Zoila, tú no te vayas a subir, Zoila. Zoila, no te subas. Somos elefantes, no mamut. No te subas, no mamut. Ah, ¿cómo serás, babosa?